Welcome. Are we about to get started? No sound. Okay.
Just hold
How
on.
about now? Can you hear us clearly?
Hi John, can you hear it? No sound.
No voice?
Hello. Just hold on. Give us some time. No sound. No sound.
I'm pretty sure. Do let us know if there's any problems. If there's still no sound, please do let us know. If there is sound, please also do let us know.
Yes. And while the time being when we are doing the live session, if you see that we are hang, the system, the screen is not moving everything, just comment in the session below. So we make sure that everything goes smoothly and let us know so we can keep up the interaction.
Hello, Poi. Oh, you can hear. Lovely. All right. Do remember, guys, keep liking it so we can get more engagement out of this. Anyways, let's just get started.
Yes,
All
let's
right.
start.
Welcome. So we are here from NexTech. We are based in Malaysia. My name is Daniel. This is
Man.
yes.
I
So-
based in Malaysia, KL too.
Yeah, we're all based in Malaysia. So please remember, do share and like. And now let's move on. So first and foremost, let us introduce ourselves. We're from NexTech. We're an IT solutions company. Other than that, we're also here to showcase a little bit about Odoo, an ERP system that's an all-in-one management software. So
Yes.
let's ask you a little thing. Do you micromanage?
Yes, a lot. Last time, I used to micromanage my staff because I, as a business owner, I always want to get some details and it's hard to get. So I always have to ask them what you are doing and when can I get the details very often. So yes, thank you. I can see the comment that you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do bosses still nowadays need to chase staff just to know what's happening in the business? I feel like that's a little bit time consuming nowadays, don't you think so?
Yes, it is.
What do you think is the most popular questions that bosses always ask in WhatsApp?
Okay, before we jump into that, just to let you guys know, today's topic is about how's the sales today? Okay, so back to your question just now, Al. For the common question that boss always asks, me as a boss, I always ask my staff last time, how's the sales today? How much we make for the profit? Yeah, and then how much is the balance? Because I have a big warehouse, and then I always have to ask like, how much stock? Because I have to make sure that my stock can fulfill my customer needs. So I always have to ask them all these kind of questions. And also, of course, for my staff or my client that who sell the product, I also give them commission. So I also have to keep update that who haven't get paid for the commission. So this is a common question I always throw to my staff very frequently.
Too much, too often. Well, you see, today's topic is about today's sales how much. But
Yes.
realistically speaking, it's about bosses nowadays fly in blindly into their business. You see, when they ask about today's sales how much, who hasn't paid, who got stock or not, who's answering? The staff. So you see, about the staff, what would they answer? It's always, let me check.
Yes.
I'm on leave today, I'll check tomorrow. Finance is on leave today, we'll check tomorrow.
Yes, I'm busy. All these kind of
Exactly.
issues, these kind of reasons they are giving us. As a boss, what do you feel?
As a boss, I do feel like it's time consuming. Oh, we have another boss in the comment section. They said, yes, I just need a simple sales report. Has to wait 3 days. As you can see, that's already one pain point for someone. Well, you see, most bosses spend time chasing information instead of making business decisions. Do you feel like that way?
Yes.
Exactly. They spend time meeting to find the issue, but they're wasting time. You see, they could have been using the time to maybe talk to a client, as Maman just said earlier.
Yeah. Imagine like, I always have to have a meeting, schedule a meeting with the staff to just find out the issue like, hey, what is the issue? What is wrong? You know, because sometimes when I ask for the details or the report, they always give me the report after a few days or maybe a week later. So after they give us the report, you know what they say? After a few hours, they will come back to me saying that, hey, Maman, sorry, the report I gave just now is wrong. I forgot to add in one more line, or maybe I forgot to add in these customer details. So they miss out the information. So they have to tell me that, oh, I amend it, and this is the latest report. So how many times that, I don't know the rest of the business owner, for me, Many times I face this kind of issue. It's very frustrating, you know.
If you're a business owner and you feel like it's this way, if you chase your team members, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat. If you feel like a business owner that feels like you're chasing your team for numbers, type a yes in the chat. Yeah, so you see some of the common behaviors also would be like, other than WhatsApping stuff, is always chasing for finance, chasing the inventory team to actually check everything. Chasing is too time consuming.
It's very tiring as well. Because imagine that you as a boss, you as a business owner, instead of spending this kind of time, this so-called little time, you can actually do so many things. You can come up with new projects, new ideas, and also you can even go and meet a potential client. So when I say all this is about time consuming, also when people always say that time is money, agree?
Agree.
Yes, so imagine that I use all this time to just go and meet a potential client, I bring in business, I make money, and I can give all the benefits, better benefits to my staff. Imagine how happy would a company be, correct?
A happy company is a good company.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, we have a comment here. The nightmare is the data is not correct. Exactly. I had this experience, caused my campaign, profit and loss wrong and overspent. Exactly, Manmoon. It's exactly like that. It's always the data incorrect. They've always had like, oh, these are wrong. It happens to the best of us. Now let's talk about the real cost, right? Let's talk about the real cost of like micromanaging your businesses. First of all, the time you spend on just chasing all this, it's already 30 minutes a day. In 1 week, 30 minutes a day becomes 2.5 hours a week. And within this, let's say in a whole year, that's over 100 hours. That's over 100 hours just spent chasing details. You could be using this time to make business decisions. You could be using this time to strategize your business plans. But honestly, it's just so time consuming. Other than that, what do you think of decision costs? Some delayed information from other teams. What do you think, Maman? Do you ever feel this before?
Yes, I faced this before. Because all this information for me as a boss last time, when I just started up my company, everything is so manually, you know. So when you want to do a decision, it's so hard. Exactly. Because all the data that I wanted is not sufficient. So to get to the conclusion is so hard. And also, last time when I started my business, you know what happened?
What happened?
I have to do the report myself. Because first of all, my manpower is very limited. The company is very small. So when I want to get all this information, my staff always told me that, Man, I'm so busy. Hey, Man, I'm on leave. I don't want to touch my computer. I'm not in front of the computer. I'm somewhere else. Or maybe another department is not cooperating. Or maybe another department is on leave. They are away. They're having meeting. All these kind of
It
reasons.
takes decisions, right?
Yes.
It takes
and also
decisions.
sometimes I'm too urgent to make a decision. So you know what I did? I do the report myself. I generate the report myself. So because me as a boss, I not like in every department. So I have to like take time to go and figure it out what is wrong and what is the correct data. So I have to pull it one by one. So to generate a report, it takes time also. So don't you feel funny that a boss have to do a report by herself?
It is quite funny, yeah.
Yes.
Usually, you see, the bosses have to make decisions, but there's also this problem of delays from other team members. For example, let's say your finance team wants to give you a report, but at the end of the day, it's delayed. You yourself, as the boss, have no time. You're just waiting on their decisions to make your decisions. It's just an endless cycle. See, so that's one of the other costs, decision costs. First one was time, now it's decision, but there's a third cost. When you don't have visibility, this is when you're flying in blind, right? Yes. When you're flying in blind, there's the trust cost. You see, the trust cost. So, this is where it gets a little bit more sneakier, where your team, as your boss, let's say you're asking your team, how much is the sales today? That's a really hard question for the team, you know?
Yes.
So when they want to give you an answer, they start filtering out the answers. They start filtering out information. They let you hear the good parts, but not the bad parts. So that's one of the costs, trust cost.
Yes.
See, drop the word cost in the comments if you feel like that's one of.
Yes, because for my past experience, when I ask all this information, they just filter out the very good part of the company, but the bad part they didn't inform us, didn't inform to the management level about this kind of issue because they were so afraid to get scolded. But sometimes when the boss scold you, scold the staff, it's actually a good point though. It's a very good point for you to grow your career. So they are so afraid, some certain staff, they are so afraid to make mistake, to admit that they actually did a mistake. So they just hide the truth, you see. So when the things get very big, some complaints start to coming in. Me as a boss, I have to go and figure it out how to solve this issue.
But you're flying blind, right?
Yes, I was not informed about this information, No one informed me at all. This is the past experience that I had. So I have to dig back again. I have to call out meeting to just find out what is the issue.
That's more time wasted.
Yes, it is. And also talk about trust. I believe trust as a boss and also for a staff, because I also worked before as a staff, so I also understand how they are feeling as a staff. Because sometimes when the boss keep on asking you about all the data, you give already, and then the boss will ask you, is it correct? Are you sure? So you as a staff, you might feel like, hey boss, I already gave you the details, but you are questioning me. Is it correct or not? So you can see that that's a trust issue. They must start to wondering is this boss really trusted me or not? Because last time when I just started the business, I also somehow I heard this conversation, my staff with another colleague, okay? They were chit-chatting, and then I was passing by, but they didn't notice me. But I heard the conversation is hey, Mama don't trust me,
Yeah.
This kind of issue, she keep on question me. I already give, but why she don't believe me? This kind of things that you as a boss, you heard, you as a management level, you heard this kind of, this kind of feedback, people talk behind you, you might feel like, hey, I actually trusted my staff. I put 100% to trust my staff, but somehow this kind of feedback coming in, you might feel like, sakit hati though.
Sakit hati.
It really is. And
it's hard to hear.
As a boss also, when I put 100% of trust to my staff, of course, I hope you guys can do a very good job to the company as well, to be very honest and very clear about what you guys are doing. But somehow, just now I said, the past experience, they updated the data already, but the report. But somehow after a few hours, they come back to me saying that, hey, Mama, sorry, I give the wrong information. So after few attempts of the same things happening, you as a boss, what will you think? For me, I feel like I trusted you, but why you keep on do the same thing over and over again?
Doing the same thing, hoping to change, is insanity.
Yes.
So please change the ways,
Yep.
Exactly. Oh, we actually have something from Moon as well. This is an efficiency issue. The management really needs to look into this operation issue. That's true. That is quite true. It is an efficiency issue when you have different delays, you have different authorities that you have to message, different approvals. All these will get delayed. And of course, remember, these are the three costs: time cost, decision cost, and also the trust cost.
Yes.
So, let me tell you guys a story. All right? So we're going to talk about, let's say, Boss Hafiz. Okay? He's a man in the Klang Valley. He has a company of 12 years. He has about 20 staff. What do you think his morning looks like? On paper, this story, okay, so on paper, he looks successful.
Yes.
He definitely looks successful. But reality, 10 o'clock in the morning. No, let's say the moment he wakes up, he checks his WhatsApp. There's 14 unread WhatsApp messages. So 7 of those are from him, unread, asking his staff, how much is today's sales? The other half is his staff not giving complete answers. This is also for him. By 10 o'clock, he's already mentally exhausted. But he hasn't made a single business decision yet, at all. So you see, this is Mr. Hafiz. His life is just like that. Chasing, flying blind, constantly WhatsApping for his business. Remember, you own a business. Your business, is it just WhatsApp? No. But you can use it to communicate, of course. But managing everything through WhatsApp, that's not the right way. Well, you see, do you sometimes feel like every morning you have to check your messages before you go to work? If you feel like that, please drop a Hafiz in the comment. Drop a Hafiz in the comment if you feel like this is you.
H-A-F-I-Z. Hafiz.
Exactly. So, what do you think Hafiz should do? For me, I personally think he would probably need to invest a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So if, let's say, Hafiz here, he's now not exactly like you when I think about it. Think of this way. He's a boss, but he's acting like a fireman, bomba, you know. He's putting out fires wherever it is. Are you a fireman or are you a CEO? Let's be real.
You will feel like you are the bomba, right?
Right. You feel like the firefighter. You're putting out fires in your own business.
Yes.
No, it shouldn't be like that. It's here to make you money, not burn your time.
Yes, it's like you are the bomba man, okay? Each department, something happen, got fire, then you have to go and save it. And then another department, then you have to go and save it. So it's like, instead of you are the CEO, you feel like you are the bomba. You have to save the fire.
Exactly. We have a comment here actually. It says, actually, it's not the staff issue. Also, if think further, they are not using the right system or tool.
True.
And the operation process is not aligned. Exactly. So, since we were talking about Boss Hafiz, right? Let's imagine if Boss Hafiz implemented a system like Odoo. All right. So, if he had a system like Odoo, his sales team, let's say sales A, will always be automatically updated by sales A. If they close a sale, it will be automatically updated. And they don't have to do a report. You don't have to do a WhatsApp. Hafiz can just open up his app, his beautiful all-in-one management app, Odoo. He just opens it up, takes a look. Oh, he can check his business health immediately. He could check finance, he can check his sales, many more. He can always do live revenue tracking. Furthermore, all he needs to do is open the app and he'll see the number right there, big and clear.
All the live data, everything is in your hand.
In your hand, believe it or not. We're all using our phones nowadays, right? So think about it. You're already using it for WhatsApp, might as well just use it for Odoo.
Yeah,
Other than
correct.
that, let's talk about inventory. Let's say Hafiz here is a warehouse, he has a warehouse. He has inventory to check. No longer are the days of him constantly WhatsApping people to tell him the number of stock. He can just check it real time.
Yes.
Now with Odoo, he can just check it with real time.
So
Hafiz can finally be happy. Exactly, Ted. Hafiz can finally be happy. Other than that, let's talk about finance. Hafiz can also use Odoo to actually check his real-time payments. So he can check who has not paid, which commission has not come out, and basically everything all in one app.
Yes, like Bong mentioned.
Automation.
Yes,
Automation.
Correct.
Exactly.
Because sometimes like Manmoon say maybe it's not using the right tools. Yes, I agree that sometimes maybe the boss itself as a business owner, you didn't explore. So sometimes your staff have to do manual job.
Exactly.
You understand? So after you use the ERP like I did, I use Odoo, okay? So after I use it, life changed though.
Life changed.
Like really everything is under your control. No longer have to go and WhatsApp each department or the person in charge. No longer have to spend their messages. No longer have to spend so many time just to, have a meeting. You can just do whatever you want. You can have a meeting.
You are no longer the bomba.
Yes.
You are no longer
You
the
are
firefighter.
really a CEO, I can say.
You are the business owner. You are the CEO. So let's imagine. Let's get back to Hafiz, right?
Yes.
Hafiz has Odoo now. What does he do? In the morning, he wakes up, he just checks Odoo. He can have his morning coffee, but now he's eliminated his time cost. He's eliminated his decision cost, but his trust cost is also eliminated because he sees everything is transparent.
Yes.
Exactly. So now, before this, he's WhatsApping and getting mentally exhausted. With Odoo, he is now talking to clients, he's strategizing business, he's doing all his plans because all his troubles have been organized in a different spot. Exactly. See, if you feel like you could also, if you feel like a firefighter, do drop a comment that you say you feel like a firefighter. It's always putting out fires in companies. But yeah, but then again, you ever heard of what they say about ERP systems? I feel like the most common questions, right, is some of the concerns. Yeah, too expensive lah. What do you think? Do you think ERP systems are expensive?
It's actually not as expensive as you think. It's actually quite cheap. Imagine you're hiring an admin, okay? Yes, admin can be very cheap price. Maybe a month you are paying like maybe 3,000, yeah? But imagine for 12 months, how many money that you're gonna spend on this person. And sometimes when you ask for details, you don't have tools, but you have to ask for the details. They have to manually come up with the reports. Imagine they are giving you attitude. Sometimes some certain people, they have like attitude issue. So you have to, tahan it, So imagine you are paying this amount. Yes, a lot of people saying that they have this kind of mindset. It's just the same thing as you are installing a solar panel. Solar panel, people saying that, everyone saying that, oh, it's very efficient. You are saving money, correct? But there is some part of people, they are thinking that, oh, solar panel, so expensive lah. You want to install it, so expensive. But they will say that, oh, every month I'm just paying like hundreds of ringgit just to pay for that, the electrical bill. It's fine, I can just pay. But imagine for long term, maybe the rate of the electrical bill maybe increase. So you have to pay more. You have to see for a long term, correct? So imagine that you are just installing the solar panel, just a first shot that you just install it. But imagine for long term, you can save so much money. Yeah, like let's say you buy a shirt. Okay, maybe this shirt is so expensive, $100. You were thinking, imagine you are just a normal people, $100 just for a coat or maybe for a dress. Wow, so expensive. But imagine you are wearing it for every day, for 100 days. It's just 1 ringgit per day. So it's actually, if you stretch it out and see, it's actually really save cost. Basically. From my point of view, it really saved my cost a lot.
So what I'm hearing you say is basically, in the long term, it costs less than the short term. All right. Yes. Yeah, of course, that's true. Oh, we have actually one question here. Can I know more about Odoo? Yes, for everyone in the chat, please. If you're interested in Odoo, do drop CRM. We will be having a live webinar on August 5th. If you're interested, the team will send you a link in the chat. If you're watching this on a replay, you can also join. You also can still comment. Our team will be always watching the comments, and we'll send you a link to show you how you can get started. All right. So thank you, Maman. That is quite true. In the long term, it's actually much more cost effective. Other than that, we have another concern that we always hear all the time. Yeah, my business too small. Only 5 people. We don't need to use ERP system. We hear this from business owners all the time.
Yes.
From 5 to 500 people, it doesn't matter. Odoo can scale with your business size.
Yes. Imagine if let's say right now, I was so regret that I didn't start up during my startup business though. Imagine you are starting up a business, or you already have a business, you are ongoing right now. It's not late to take an action right now, because you know why? Imagine sometimes when you don't have any tools, everything is under manual. So imagine that person already resigned. Okay? When a person want to resign, your staff want to resign, they don't have the mood to go and hand over things to the new person. Yeah? They will just cuci tangan, everything.
Wash hand.
Yeah, everything pass it to you. So this is, a lot of people are facing this issue. So the new person that coming in, the newcomer, have to pick up everything from the person who left behind. They have to study it, digest it, and come up with the things that the boss wanted. So with Odoo, right, I can say, imagine maybe the person is not happy, or maybe the person have something to do. Okay, so they left the company. When a newcomer come in, everything is under control, because you can see it, everything is in the system. So, you can just check in the handphone or laptop.
Simple.
Everything you can check.
It's on
so
you.
you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
so imagine you don't have a tools. So when the person left with a mess, the person, newcomer, have to come and pick it up, right? So it's very headache. So just make sure that you guys start up, because I learned my lesson. Make sure you guys start up with a proper tools that help your business grow better and faster. So to just avoid bigger loss or bigger issue happen.
That's exactly true. I do want to add a little point into that, whereby you see, it's not about how big is your company, then you need an ERP system. You can start small, realistically speaking. Let's say your company starts smaller, like she said, it's easier. But what happens if your company gets bigger, 500 people? That's just more mess to untangle when you're trying to implement the system. So you could always start earlier, right? So speaking of setting up, that's another concern.
Yeah.
There's so many concerns about ERP systems. It's too expensive, my business too small. And then they would say sometimes, oh, it must be quite hard to set up. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, think about this. So we're here over at NexTech. We partnered up with Odoo. So here we can also provide the training for your team. You see, it's the training that makes the difference. We'll be there to teach you. We'll be there to map out your workflows. Other than that, we'll be there to help you do the after-sales support. We'll be there to adjust everything. So if you have any concerns, we will always be there by you. We have 24/7 support. We will assist you. We will help you train. We will help you implement. You see, implementing a software is one of the most, I would say, the most scariest part for new businesses.
Yes.
But don't worry, we're always here with you.
Yes.
Don't you wish someone would be there to help you to set up something?
Of course. When you are facing some issue, of course, I want someone there to like support me. You know, give me the support that I wanted. That is the most important thing in business, I can say.
Exactly, that's true. Well, you see, with this, you also can become a Hafiz, a true CEO, no longer a firefighter. So these are some of the concerns. How long does the training take? It depends on your workflow. So we would probably check with you. We will see your processes, and then we will try to implement that with you. If you want to know more, do join our August 5th webinar. So if you're interested in that, please do drop CRM. Those watching this as a replay, also drop CRM. Thank you, Ted, for the question, but we will answer you that when you join.
Yes, because during the webinar, we're gonna do a live demo. So if you have any question about that, you go and also raise up during the session.
Exactly. We will try to go through most of your systems. Sorry, not most of your workflow. We will go through most of your workflows, and it depends on how complicated it is. Yeah. So please do join our webinar on August 5th. We'll be right here. It will be spearheaded by our lead tech consultant. So let's go on to maybe some more Q&A. And anyone in the comments, can you please drop a CRM or any questions that you have? We'll be right here. We will be answering you.
Yes.
So other than that, let me ask a question to the floor, right? Mm-hmm. So what would you say is the most painful report to do? Is it sales, inventory, or accounts receivables? For you, what was the most hardest report for your team to generate for you?
Wow, the hardest, I would say, the month-end report. That is the most critical one. Imagine what I want to see is how much income I have generated, and then how much is a loss. Because why I say there's a loss, because sometimes when you generate, you create some products might have some issue. So all this issue also I want my staff to let me know what kind of issue, so we can zoom in this issue and then resolve it. So all this, it really takes time. You know, how many quantity that have defects, or maybe ship the wrong place, all these you have to write in the report. So all these have to really compile it from many departments, and then come up with a proper report and then submit to the boss. So I think this one is the most critical one, because you have to do it every week. I mean,
Sure.
every month,
Exactly.
month.
That's right. So you see, for me, personally, the most painful report for me to generate is social media reports. It's very hard because sometimes you feel unmotivated by looking at the numbers. But honestly, once you actually know how to automate your reports and the bosses no longer chase you, they can see it for themselves. And you no longer have the feeling of dread of producing that report to your higher up, basically. So, just to recap, everyone, thank you for joining our session. It has been great. It was fun talking to you all. And please remember, we have a webinar on August 5th. The links is in the comments. And if you're watching this as a replay, you can re-comment and we'll send the link over to you. Don't worry. All right. So let's just wrap it up and also talk about what we went through all together. So first of all, people nowadays are flying blind. Business owners are flying blind into their business, asking their staff mundane questions. And when they always ask these mundane questions, it has 3 different costs: your time, your decisions, as well as your trust. And as you can see with our example just now with Hafiz, he's mentally exhausted. He's tired.
It is.
So now with a proper system implemented, he now is no longer tired. He can now focus on his business like he should. And also with all of this, there are still some objections to ERP systems, but you've heard it from us. There are different values basically. Your ROI for implementing a system like Odoo is not money, but it's your time.
Yes.
You save much more time. So anyways, type CRM to get the webinar invite. Please type CRM to get the webinar invite. For those in the watching this as a replay, same thing. Just type CRM and we'll send you a link over. So, do you think we're going to talk about something in episode 3?
Yes. The episode 3, I believe a lot of business owner or maybe the hiring department, they always have this kind of issue. Why a good staff leave the company? Leave a good company. Why?
Why good staff leave good companies? Find out in our next episode. So anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. Smash that like button, hit that share with all of your friends, and comment what you think about this episode. Please. All right. So we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Next week.
Stay
See ya. Bye-bye.